Now you guys saw the title, you guys know what this video is going to be about. The Nintendo Switch 2 saved gaming for me. And you can replace the Nintendo Switch 2 with handheld gaming in general. I named the video Nintendo Switch 2 because, you know, clicks. But once again, you can replace it with the Steam Deck, the PS Vita, I believe it's called, the Xbox Rogue Ally. You can replace it with any type of handheld gaming, and I believe all the points in this video are still going to apply, but this is mainly going to be about the Nintendo Switch, and you're going to see why later. Now, as you guys can probably allude from the very beginning of this video, the first point about the Nintendo Switch that I love so much, and a reason why it saved gaming for me, handheld is just way more compatible with my life. The older I have gotten, the less I have wanted to sit down and actually play a game, which is funny. I remember when I was younger, I could tolerate coming back from school and just sitting down on my desk setup and just playing Fortnite or whatever the hell was popular at the time. But now that I'm older, I don't like sitting at a desk. I don't. Granted, it's probably because I sit at a desk at work all day. So the last thing I want to do when I come back is sit down, turn on the PlayStation, and just stare at the screen. Which, oh my gosh, there's so much I want to get into about the PlayStation and the Xbox currently, but we're gonna slow down a bit. The first sub point of that main point is that handheld gaming, I can take this anywhere in the house. I don't have to have a designated setup to play a game, which I believe really put a lot of friction in my mind on whether or not to play a game, was because I knew if I wanted to play a game, I had to be sitting at my desk. I had to be sitting on the couch to play the game. But this, I can play this anywhere. I have taken this thing to work with me multiple times, and during my downtime and during my breaks, I just hop on it, play a game for like 30 minutes, and then hop off. Way better than doom scrolling. And speaking about doom scrolling, I'm gonna get into my second point. The Nintendo Switch 2 fixed doom scrolling for me. Now, this is kind of connected to my first point, and you guys are gonna see throughout the video, all the points seem to kind of connect to each other. The Nintendo Switch 2 fixed doom scrolling for me, and the main reason it has fixed doom scrolling for me is alluded to what I said in the first point. I can take this thing anywhere, and I can play whatever I want when I want. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I am kind of getting tired of being on my phone. The older I have gotten, the more I wanted to use my phone more as a tool than as an entertainment platform. Yes, I still watch YouTube on my phone, but the fact that I watch a lot of TikTok and Instagram on my phone too, two apps that have been proven to deteriorate your mental health, I can't do that no more. But whenever you are trying to quit a habit, you have to find something to substitute it. Otherwise, you're just gonna have a giant void, and then you're gonna fall back into the habit you were just trying to get rid of. So the Nintendo Switch 2 filled that void for me. Point number 3, I am able to play more games because gaming on the Nintendo Switch is frictionless. Now, once again, alluding back to my first point, it's frictionless because I don't have to have a stationary spot to play games in. But another thing that I think a lot of people overlook and don't realize what makes the Nintendo Switch 2 so frictionless is that when you log on, you're not bombarded with games you don't have. If you have a PlayStation and an Xbox, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The moment you turn on your PlayStation or your Xbox, you are bombarded with games that you don't own yet. The Nintendo Switch 2 kind of has the same thing. You guys can see on the side here, it has a list of announcements, but the moment I hit A, which takes like 2 nanoseconds, all it is just games. Nothing about showing games that I don't own. It just shows the games that I do own. And also, it's, in my opinion, I think I've been seeing a lot of people hate on this for some reason. I like the Nintendo Switch layout. Now, granted, I am a pretty minimalist guy. I like very neutral colors and very neutral tones, as you can definitely tell by my outfit and my Switch design. But the menu design for the Nintendo Switch to me is really good. It's very simple, it's very clean. I have all the games I want to play, or games that I own, and I can pick for whatever game I want to play. And that is what I mean by frictionless. I'm not bombarded with friction of, oh, I could be playing that game, I could be playing this game, I could buy this game. That friction is already going to be added on top of the friction of having to have a designated set area to play a game, which to me is friction. To some of you, it might not be friction from that part, but to me it is. But because gaming is so frictionless, I've been able to get way more into games that I like. Like, I'm finally playing Final Fantasy. I've been trying to play Final Fantasy on my PlayStation for the longest time, but I realized it just wasn't clicking. Because once again, if you guys know anything about JRPGs, you know that they take a long time to play, and I don't want to spend a long time at my desk setup. I really don't. But being able to play the game console anywhere, I can get through games so fast. I didn't add this point into my notes, but it's going to be a point now. The Nintendo Switch made me realize I really don't care about graphics that much. Yes, graphics are important sometimes if you really want that cinematic feel, but I slowly came to realize I really don't care. I mean, the Nintendo Switch 2 is a powerful hardware, but it's not like PlayStation 5, Xbox powerful. Absolutely not. But of course, with that being said, you definitely notice that the graphics are very, I guess, lackluster. Somehow Nintendo did its fucking wizardry magic on this thing, and now graphics look not the greatest, but they look much better. I think they have some type of AI scaling built in the Nintendo Switch now, which once again, I am kind of against AI, but when AI is being used as a tool instead of a replacement, I support it for the most part. Which, okay, that was kind of just a tangent. I don't think I made any connecting points there. I just don't care about graphics that much. The last point, that's not really a main point, but it's definitely a point that has affected my life personally. The Nintendo Switch 2 has done nothing but benefit my relationships with my family, my friends, and my girlfriend. Whether you like it or not, everyone knows Nintendo. My mom knows Nintendo. My grandma knows Nintendo. My dad knows Nintendo. My sister knows Nintendo. Believe it or not a lot of people know about Master Chief. Not a lot of people know about Kratos and God of War. Everyone knows Mario. Everyone knows DK. Everyone knows Bowser. People know Nintendo. So with that being said, whenever I hook this thing up to my family TV downstairs at my house, well, not my house, my parents' house, people can't help but gravitate towards it. Like, there's been multiple times where I just been playing Mario Kart and my sister or my dad have just been like, hey, I'll call next. And there's been plenty of times where people just want to come and hang out. And you know what's a great game to play when you just want to hang out? Mario Party. Like, not to mention the fact I can just do this. Player 1, Player 2. I don't think y'all realize how revolutionary that is. I have 2 controllers that I can use and take anywhere. Like, I can prop up my Nintendo Switch. Let's say I'm gonna prop it up right here. I take these 2 things out. If my girlfriend is here, I'll pass it to her. And now we're both playing Mario Kart, which we have done before. Like I said, the Nintendo Switch 2, it being compatible with everything, being compatible with my life, being compatible with family and friends. This main video is about compatibility. It just works perfectly with my life right now, and I cannot ask for a better console. Once again, the Steam Deck and all the other handhelds are great, but the last 2 points I just mentioned, I think only the Nintendo Switch seems to really capitalize on. But to be honest, that's really all the main points I have with the Nintendo Switch 2. Comment what the Nintendo Switch 2 has done for you, or what has handheld gaming done for you, because I believe I'm not the only one out here who is having the same experience, realizing that the Nintendo Switch, Steam Deck are the future of gaming. I mean, hell, there's a reason why mobile gaming is the biggest form of gaming there is right now. It's obvious. Compatibility.